This video presents part 4 of the third sacrament, the Blessed Eucharist. Question 32. Does the sacrament of the Eucharist always produce its marvelous effects in us? Answer. The sacrament of the Eucharist produces its marvelous effects in us when it is received with the requisite dispositions. Question 33. What conditions are necessary to make a good communion? Answer. To make a good communion, 3 conditions are necessary. Firstly, to be in the grace of God. Secondly, to be fasting from midnight until the moment of Holy Communion. Thirdly, to know what we are about to receive, and to approach Holy Communion devoutly. Question 34. What is meant by being in the grace of God? Answer. To be in the grace of God means to have a pure conscience, and to be free from every mortal sin. Question 35. What should one who knows that he is in mortal sin do before receiving communion? Answer. One who knows that he is in mortal sin must make a good confession before going to Holy Communion, for even an act of perfect contrition is not enough without confession to enable one who is in mortal sin to receive Holy Communion properly. Question 36. Why does not even an act of perfect contrition suffice to enable one who knows he is in mortal sin to go to communion? Answer. Because the Church, out of respect for this sacrament, has ordained that no one in mortal sin should dare to go to communion without first going to confession. Question 37. Does he who goes to communion in mortal sin receive Jesus Christ? Answer. He who goes to communion in mortal sin receives Jesus Christ, but not his grace. Moreover, he commits a sacrilege, and renders himself deserving of sentence of damnation. Question 38. What sort of fast is required before communion? Answer. Before communion there is required a natural fast, which is broken by taking the least thing by way of food or drink. Question 39. If one were to swallow a particle that had remained between the teeth, or a drop of water while washing, might he still go to communion? Answer. If one were to swallow a particle that had remained between the teeth, or a drop of water while washing, he might still go to communion, because in both cases, these things would either not be taken as food or drink, or they would have already lost the nature of either. Question 40. Is it ever allowed to go to communion after having broken the fast? Answer. To go to communion after having broken the fast is permitted to the sick, who are in danger of death, and to those who on account of prolonged illness have received a special dispensation from the Pope. Communion given to the sick in danger of death is called viaticum, because it supports them on their way from this life to eternity. Question 41. What is meant by the words, to know what we are about to receive? Answer. To know what we are about to receive means to know and firmly believe what is taught in Christian doctrine concerning this sacrament. Question 42. What do the words, to receive Holy Communion with devotion, mean? Answer. To receive Holy Communion with devotion means to approach Holy Communion with humility and modesty in person and dress, and to make a preparation before, and an act of thanksgiving after, Holy Communion. Question 43. In what does the preparation before communion consist? Answer. Preparation before communion consists in meditating for some time on whom we are about to receive, and on who we are, and in making acts of faith, hope, charity, contrition, adoration, humility, and desire to receive Jesus Christ. Question 44. In what does the thanksgiving after communion consist? Answer. Thanksgiving after communion consists in keeping ourselves recollected, in order to honor the Lord who is within us, renewing our acts of faith, of hope, of charity, of adoration, of thanksgiving, of offerings, and of requests, especially for those graces which are most necessary for ourselves, and for those for whom we are bound to pray. Question 45. What should we do during the day on which we have received communion? Answer. During the day on which we have received communion we should remain as recollected as possible occupy ourselves in works of piety, and discharge the duties of our state with greater diligence. Question 46. How long does Jesus Christ abide within us after Holy Communion? Answer. After Holy Communion, Jesus Christ abides within us by His grace as long as we commit no mortal sin, and He abides within us by His real presence, until the sacramental species are consumed. This video concludes part 4 of the third sacrament. The next video will present part 5 of the third sacrament.